Alright, how you guys doing? So it's always back to the business. Um, this is something I just wanted to discuss about when you're trading on your trading view. I mean, you don't trade on trading view, but when you're setting up your trend lines and you mapping out your vision and what you need to analyze. I told you guys we need to analyze before we even go on the trade. You never go full retard. Never. I'm still. I got to stay disciplined. Never jump the gun. You have to do your analysis before you even place a trade. If you can't place a trade, go home, man. It's better to live today and fight tomorrow. All right. It's gonna save you hundreds and thousands of dollars. So, okay, so before you place a trade, you analyze it on trading view. Um, I always encourage, and I'll definitely say to always keep it simple. You have just steady one pair, depending on the time that you work. If you're a swing trader, steady which session works for you when you come back home. If you're an intraday traders work between the 1 hour, 4 hour frame, probably 30-minute frame. Find with currency pairs. So at the end of the day, what I see on my screen is different from what you see on the screen. That's why I don't believe in strategies, sending signals, because I could be in the 4 hour. It's like we're in a different time. It's like time traveling. So you have to be very careful. So I like to keep my videos short and straight to the point. We are going to discuss why you should not even why you should focus on one pair, but it actually helps you to analyze it very well. This video is to tell you why you should create four different screens. I get why they have people have like a lot of computers and stuff on your screen, so it helps you with the detailing and analyzing. So straight to the point. This I have 4 pages. This is GBP USD. Mine is in the 30-minute frame because it all depends on your personality and what your life is entailed. This works for me personally. You have to figure out what works for you. If you're gonna be working all week, put it in the 4 hour time frame or the 1 week time frame. These orange lines are all my alerts because I don't play. You feel me? I want to get an alert when it's going down or when it's going up. So this frame right here. Alright, where's the other one? That's another one. Okay. So this frame right here, we use it to see the bigger picture. You don't ever go into a war zone or any project without stepping back and taking yourself out to see the bigger picture. Because without seeing the bigger picture, you can't attack. You always have to see the bigger picture so that you can have a plan, so you can have strategy, whatever they call it. You need to see what the hell is going on before you can even make decisions. So this page right here, I use it to see the bigger picture. What you have to do is you gotta zoom in all the way, so you can't even zoom in anymore. Alright, where is it? Let's go back. Alright, let's go back to what I had before. It always takes me back because I have it all set up. Alright, so it took me all the way back here, but like I said, we're gonna zoom in all the way all the way here, and we're gonna see what has been going on. You don't wanna just go in, you wanna see what's been going on before you jump the gun. I mean, don't ever jump the gun, but like before you ever place a trade. So this GBP USD trend this is how it's been going, even though it's going up. They got some sellers, but it's mostly doing well in terms of the bulls. And if you buy during these times, you actually make more than you sell. But it's all about how you trade. So the point of my video is to actually show you how to show you how and show you why you should have like 3 to 4 different screens. This is to help you zone out so you can see what has been going on and see whether it's going through an uptrend or a downtrend. So as you can see, I have my notes here and my alerts. This right here, you start to zoom in Zooming in and zooming out is an essential skills in this. Always zoom in and zoom out. That's how you're able to draw your trend lines from your highest to your lowest in the middle part. So this enables us to see the blue lines. The blue lines means there are buyers and the black lines means there are sellers. Eventually, we see that there were more buyers than there were sellers. So you gotta ask yourself who's winning. The buyers are winning. When you end up drawing the lines, the trend lines, the right way, they always gonna intersect. It's always symmetrical. It's always a balance. It's all mathematics. This is like a different world. It's like a mathematical world. So even though I drew this line, it still made sense because I was like, yo, it's gonna go all the way up here. It's gonna go all the way up here. Then it's gonna go for the downtrend, and I was right. It's either gonna go all the way up here and go all the way up here and come down, or it's gonna go here and start selling all the way down. So of course the market is closed because of the holidays, but if there's a gap, it's probably gonna go down for for a major sell. So the most this can go now, because I've done this prediction pretty right, is up here. If it ever shoots up here, it's definitely coming down. If the buy goes up here, so at the end of the day, you should be looking out for a major sell. So this is more buying. Then when it comes down, it's more selling. That's how you maximize your leverage. So it's all about the final details. The finer details. You see, I keep zooming in, and if you see the lines that I drew, they all come into an intersection. And every time it gets to this line, the middle line, it has this funny thing where it does it all the time. It repeats itself 3 times. So you see this one, then the bigger one, two, then the third one, the middle one is 3. It's like it meets on the line 1, 2, and 3. Then once it gets here, that's when the sun. You see, it always in the middle. There's always an intersection where it starts to drop down. I understand the news influence and stuff like this, but if you look at the charts, you can predict the news. The news doesn't predict you. This is very important. You have to zoom. Then you go. This is about you need to be very detailed. You see, I zoomed all the way in. So as you can see, the power of the buyers is overbought. So now, when it gets all the way up here, the buyers are still very powerful because the British economy is doing good, something like that with the Brexit deal. But like I said, you trade on the charts. This determines the news. The news doesn't determine your trade. So you can see there's a lot of buys. There's a lot of buys here, but the sellers are gaining possession. The bears. So it's a constant pool of bears and bulls. But due to the economy, the bulls are winning, and now the bears are about to take over because it has overbought itself. All right, guys, have a good day. Holla back, subscribe, share to people who have similar interests, and take care of yourself and be surrounded by greatness.